We have heard before from the people working on Moon Knight that it is a limited series and intended to be a one and done, just like WandaVision and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But you never know how they could approach the future and what ideas or plans they could have after his next appearance. So let's talk about the potential of Moon Knight Season 2 according to one of the lead stars. So this comes from a recent interview with IGN that one of the stars of Moon Knight, this time specifically Ethan Hawke, who plays the villain Arthur Harrow, had to say about potentials of sequel seasons. He said that first and foremost, this is meant to function as a limited series. But in that way, Moon Knight will continue to exist. And that's the good news here, because it's possible that the world they live in could evolve to the point where it makes it a possibility that a second season can happen. Now, quite obviously, this is him using very careful wording as to not spoil anything or not to give anything away. But as he says, this thing is meant to function as an origin story. And it's about Moon Knight, who this character is, and it's a character study. Again, everybody else has said the same thing. The director, the producer, Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige, Oscar Isaac, they've all said the same thing. So it's a PR line. But again, there's always possibilities you get back to a second season. This is always a possibility. You know, it doesn't mean just because it's a limited series now that they can't come back to it at some point down the road. Maybe it's not Moon Knight per se, right? It's not like a Moon Knight Season 2, but maybe it's Moon Knight and Daredevil. Right? Like, that's possible. Maybe it's Moon Knight and Blade. Maybe it's Moon Knight and the Werewolf by Night. Or maybe it's just the Midnight Suns. Technically, those would all be a Season 2, but they could also stand on their own. You know, kind of like how Marvel approaches a lot of these properties. Yes, you can choose to skip the Thor films, or you can just watch the Thor films and not watch anything else. It's your choice. But if you watch it all, you get a better sense of continuity and the connective tissue and everything, and that's what they want you to do. So I kind of get what they're saying here. I personally don't think they come back for a Season 2 right away, but I definitely see the character returning somewhere down the road. Whether it's a limited series team-up or something like that, that to me just makes sense, because why wouldn't you? Like, you kind of have to. It just kind of makes sense to do it that way.